Hello and welcome to Galactic Goddess Podcast. I'm your host, Radha Nilia, and today we have a very special guest. You know her from Deprogram, Miss Alanna. Welcome.
Hi everybody. Hi Radha.
Hi. We're reintroducing Alanna because she is a co-author on Awakening Starseeds. So we just wanted to share a little bit about you, Alanna. So would you mind just telling us about you? You know, our viewers haven't met you yet.
Yes. Okay. So as she's right, I'm from Deprogrammed, our incredible show that we're about to hit our 10th episode. That is so awesome. Talking about amazing topics that are a little creepy, but also very enlightening. So I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a researcher. I would call myself a Sophianic scholar of sorts. I love philosophy. I love Sophia and sophistication, the idea of wisdom. And I'm a spiritual teacher in many ways. I'm a deprogrammer from the illusion. And yeah, I'm also a singer and conscious artist. So a dance teacher. So I do a lot of many really cool things. But right now my focus is healing work, my metaphysics, esoteric wisdom, teaching those things. Hypnotherapy, meditation, healing people from subconscious programming, as well as using sacred sound healing and medicine music with other women that I'm in a group with. We just gave our band a title. It's the Shamanistas.
I love that.
Shamanitas. Yeah, Shamanitas. So it's pretty cool. So I'm working on those things. I'm also now a co-author with you.
Yes.
So it's so exciting. I couldn't even get the word out.
No, I'm so excited because I've known you for some time, and you're what I call, and what I am as well, a creative hybrid, meaning that like we are creative hybrids. We are take all of our different skills and they all blend into each other. You know, they cross over from creating art through sound, through music, through acting, through entertainment, and purposes, and then bringing in the healing aspect of it too. The healing aspect, and then you do the dance and all of that. I love that. There's no end. And I feel like in this society, like people are like, what are you? And they just want you to be like one thing that's really simple for them to figure out so that they can feel comfortable.
Yes.
And the truth is, some of us can't just be one thing. Like we are passionate about life, and you're a passionate woman, and it's like you're unstoppable. How can you just be one thing? And why would you want to come here to this incredible earth and just be one thing?
It's so funny because a lot of people always tell me, you just focus on one thing. And, I'm like, I literally, it's not in my DNA to do that. But I know that when I do focus on one thing at a time, I do tend to get more done. So it is a dedication aspect, I think, that like you wrote your book, you really were dedicated and you sat and you did that. And that's where your success was, one of your successes, So I also get inspired by those people who can really put things into action. So yeah, but having those passions and really, it's important to honor them and not push them aside, right?
It's so important to honor them. And we're so happy that you're going to be part of the book because you have so much to share. Like we never have, we always have something more to talk about, there's always something. And so I would like to ask you, speaking of the book, what do you think your chapter might be about?
All right. So my chapter, I really was thinking about it, and my specialty is with our show Deprogrammed. So it's going to be about subconscious reprogramming through understanding synchronicity and the power of reclaiming our divinity in connection to understanding why it's important to honor thy mother and father, not so physically, but spiritually. So that's going to be the basis of it, and really reclaiming our mind power.
I'm so excited to read your chapter. I know it's going to be so good. And you're a clinical hypnotherapist too, so you understand the process of programming and deprogramming very much so.
Right.
Yeah, and you went to one of the best schools, right?
I consider it to be one of the best hypnotherapy schools.
I've heard that it's the best school for hypnotherapy, so.
Yeah, it has its own lovely sign right off the 101 freeway.
Oh, wow. Hey.
That's a big deal. But yeah, it's actually a really great school. I like it because the reason why I chose that school, it actually took me 5 years, like I told you before, in other shows, that it took me a long time to go there because I was studying mind and mind control. And I was like, wanted to make sure I wasn't getting caught up in something that wasn't good. So I did a lot of research, and the people there are really good. I've made all of my girls in my band we're all hypnotherapists.
Wow.
So we graduated from that school together. And so it creates a lot of opportunities for you to really grow spiritually and in a modern aspect of kind of a corporate feel to it, because you come into work, you have to dress professional, and there's a professional aspect of it, which I really respect.
Absolutely. I love that. And I'm just curious, like, why did you say yes to doing this chapter? Because some people are like, I'm not sure if I'm a writer. I'm not sure. You're a writer, but everyone has their own reason why. And I just like to know why you chose to be part of Awakening Starseeds. Besides, I really wanted you to be part of it.
Well, like, I have so many reasons. One reason is because I really have watched you do the work that you're doing, and I respect it. So I know it's going to be something worth my time. And we're friends. It's even better, And so the other reason too is because I do aspire to be an author, and I've kind of been lagging on publishing anything of my own as a moment. And so it's logical to do a project like this where I get to not only do I get to express my spiritual and divine side of myself, I do believe and know that I'm an awakening starseed. So I've known that for a while. It's been a really long, exciting, interesting, weird journey. And I've met people like you because of it. And there's something so magical happening that it's really important of what you're doing. It's my passion to unite these people. I know many other people who have a passion to unite. And that's what I feel like this is doing. It's only one more step, getting one step closer to, figuring it out what it is that we're doing unconsciously together.
Yes. That's exactly it. Because I think for many of the starseeds, and you can call them what you want, earth angels. I mean, there's many different names or forms for them, but we're always drawn unconsciously to the things we're drawn to, like whether it be energy healing or the healing arts, or being a therapist or hypnotherapist, or the arts. It's all part of being a starseed, and then when we start awakening, then we're like, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. And so that was part of my Starseed mission, was like, bring people together through the books. Bring people together through the books. People.
You're also helping me with my dreams. My dream is to be an author. So it's like you're giving people an opportunity to share their story on a platform that you're going to do work to put it out there.
Yeah. And that's really important, because people, everyone has an amazing story, and just even if you share one slice of it, like you sharing your story is going to be so powerful. And when a person reads that, it might activate them. It might trigger something inside of them where they're like, I can relate to that. Or, different people might relate to different stories. And we're here to help others, by leading and showing and sharing. And sometimes that means we have to be vulnerable too, vulnerable enough to share and open enough to share. But that's part of the work, right? I mean, it's all part of the work. So I'm really excited. And we both love Louise Hay, because you just did a workshop with Louise Hay. And she's one of my guides that I've loved since forever. And so she's someone that I looked up to when she was, she's somebody that went through a lot, and she's a starseed, probably like the first wave. And by her sharing her story of pain and healing,
chills.
It was really.
Yeah, because I feel that, and it's like there's something. It's a spirit, like the Holy Spirit really comes and gives you that healing, and I feel like she represented that. Like, everything's gonna be okay if you just, really tune in with yourself. That's what I really got from her, and the publishing aspect.
That's so much what I got from her, is that you can go through anything and you can be okay. And she inspired me to go on my healing journey. I think that was part of it, and then. Sharing the books just came naturally, but then I realized that was also an aspect, So it's important to have people that we look to that have done the work and that are doing the work. And we carry, sometimes we carry the torch forward, you know, of the work. We're
Right.
always carrying it because we're all here to help each other. This is a marathon. It's not a quick race. And, you know, someday when I pass on, hopefully I'll be able to pass that torch on to somebody too. You know, we're all here to inspire each other. So I love that. You know, and we're so aligned because you just did a workshop. I've got to go to your next workshop. So
it's really powerful. You know, it's just, you know, really tapping into our ability to heal ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Even it's really, I think that sometimes it might not work for some people because their belief is so strong in the idea that they can't do it themselves.
Yeah.
It's like impossible. And then once we go get surgery, once we go do those things that alter, it's like even harder for us to believe in that. And so I have compassion for others that just don't even get work like Louise Hayes. But my job is to help her pass that torch on.
Yeah.
To really share that someone has done the research. And she's not the only one. We also have Mary Eddy Baker, who wrote the Christian Science and Keys to Healing of Christian Science. And I think that's phenomenal because these books that were written a long time ago. It's not new.
Yeah.
If anything, our work has actually excelled since then, proving that we can literally molecularly restructure our body and speak to the cells of our body to repair our DNA, to repair everything. Music is doing it, sound vibration.
Yeah.
We can do it by toning it with our voice. So it's incredible, you know, and I just really want to continue sharing that and passing that torch down.
I know. And you're someone that has so much to share. So I'm so glad that you said yes, because your voice is very important, Alanna. I do see great things for you. And your heart is in such you're such a loving person. Like your intentions are so powerful and so good. And you're so sincere about your desire to assist humanity in any way through music or hypnotherapy or writing. And so that's exactly the heart of a starseed to me, is somebody whose heart is generous. And even someone that's been through so much, you know, you still have the ability to love and to give. And you can't fake that. You know, that's like that's a beautiful, generous heart. And you have that. And I'm so honored to know you. And that's one reason why I just love you.
I'm really emotional. You know why? Because like it's true. It's very true. Like, and it's the work that I want to create and the energies that I'm calling forth. Like they're very important, and I know it is because the people that I'm meeting and who I interact with.
Yes.
So and that's you know. So
yeah, we're here to remind each other, because as starseeds we go through so much. And so sometimes, you know, when we reflect to each other, like, you know, you always remind me too, and I remind you, and that's what we're here to do. And that's why we're coming together to create this book and this momentum and this energy that's moving forward. And all of our hearts coming together is creating something beautiful. So it's like a flower, a whole flower, and like each person is a petal, you know, and it wouldn't be the same without each person there. So your presence is so divine and so honored, and I knew you would be part of this.
And so much more. There's going to be a lot more planning to do.
So much more. And lastly, I'd just like to ask, how would you explain what a starseed is for those who maybe aren't sure, or they might be working in corporate, but maybe they have something like what would you say a starseed?
Right. So all of us are a seed, right? Just like you plant in the earth, you plant a seed or in a cup in dirt, and it grows into something. They say that a tree is known by its fruit. So it's a starseed, you could tell by the fruit that they produce. No matter what they've been through, they follow the way wherever it goes. They follow the lamb wherever he goes. And this is not religious. This is an inner knowing, which is why people have been persecuted in every century almost for having a certain connection to a source that you don't need anyone to prove to you. When you can create miracles in your life, that's a starseed. When you can express them and show people, I'm not afraid that I work with divinity directly. And that you came here with a purpose, and you have this desire to unite, and then you start attracting your tribe, because
Mm-hmm.
you're vibrating so much higher. And
Mm-hmm.
so I believe from my research that there has been those who have known about people like us
Mm-hmm.
coming here. It's the Hopi Indians and the Rainbow Tribe
Mm-hmm.
prophecies. There's been prophecies of this for a long time.
Yes.
And so there's $1 billion industry to make sure that doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not because if it's a bad thing. It's just because there is dark forces that would rather things stay the way they are than ascend into this greater way of being, this new paradigm.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two aspects. There's what we call the new world order, and then we have the new paradigm, new earth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a vibration you need to get on. And those people who are starseeds understand this new earth vibration, and they can see past that illusion, and they're not afraid to speak about it. It takes them a while because there's persecution, and they feel like, oh my God, I'm having struggle. Like, why would I be special? But that's why you're having struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can get through it and you can really realize why things are happening to you, then, oh my God, you're going to be like realizing these synchronicities and these patterns. And then it's like miracles start happening. You start catching on, and the universe starts communicating with you, and like that, you just know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, there's just so many different examples. I've read books about it, and have people given me books because they see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but there's also people who see it but aren't necessarily starseeds. It's not their mission.
Mm-hmm.
So you could be awakened, you could be a first waver, but you might not be your mission.
Yes.
So there's people who specifically are not here to fight.
Yes.
They're here to share this. I don't even know how to say it, but I'm guessing we call it when you're filled with the Holy Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You're filled with life.
Yes.
You're here to save life and to build on that, not death culture. I can go on and on, but like that's the basis of how I see it. And also I think it relates to there's volunteers. There's also the biblical number 144,000.
Mm-hmm.
So many different people and cultures around the world believe that it's them. And I think that it really is going to be people who know inside. There's no one who can tell you that you are.
No.
You have to elect yourself. It's a self-electing process.
Mm-hmm.
No one can do the work for you.
That's beautiful. I really like that. It's a self-electing process, and that's so true. You hear the call and you say yes.
Thank you for asking that question. I just love being asked questions.
Yes, and that's such a beautiful explanation, and beautiful. Like it's very easy to understand, and because sometimes people are like, "What does that even mean?" It can sound like really out there, confusing, but it's really
you were planted by the great Creator to send you to go do the work, just like Yeshua, just like Mary Magdalene, just like Hathor, just like Ma'at, just like all these different deities. They come, and you are just as powerful if you believe you are. That just you were a guardian pinnacle.
Yeah.
Yes, you were Kuan Yin.
Kuan Yin, and because like Kuan Yin was a goddess, or she was embodied on Earth as following a spiritual practice, and then ascended, but didn't want to leave the Earth plane until everyone ascended, because she's a starseed, because she wanted to plant that seed of love and compassion, and then she wanted to also be the gardener and tend to it even after her physical vessel was gone, and I think starseeds also, we're not just for the quick fix in things. It's easy, like I could do a lot of things that are just quick fixes or quick, whatever you want to call them, quick turnaround things, but starseeds want to create projects and be part of things that are really lasting, that are creating ripples, that are, maybe they're not as easy to attain, but that we know that it's going to be so worth it, and so we strive, we're willing to work, we're willing to keep going. And even like today I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, oh, and then we're like, no, we're on mission, we got to stay on mission, and that's part of it, is just keep showing up even when you don't feel like it, right? So it doesn't matter, we're here, we have a purpose, and we're driven by that. And so I just want to say thank you so much, Alanna, for hearing the call, saying yes, being part of Awakening Starseeds, doing and just being who you are serves this earth. And I honor you. I love you. your young and your old soul too. You know what I mean? You've got that beautiful old soul and you're wise beyond your years. So I cannot wait to read your chapter. And
I look forward to seeing what other people, what other starseeds are writing about, and just seeing the similarities.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm like excited to like literally just like circle all these things in there.
yeah.
Like, and like, yeah, it's because that's what the seed is. The seed's
Yes.
planted, and then like even under the earth, even the trees that are planted far away, they grow under the earth and they grow together.
Yes,
Right?
it's true. They build communities. They
Yeah,
build community and roots.
I
And
think that's is it a Celtic there's a Celtic symbol where it's like the knots coming together. That's what it is in a way, because it's you're united by your energetic roots almost.
yes, we're coming back to our roots too. So thank you, Alanna. And you guys, we do have a few spots left. If you'd like to join Awakening Starseeds, you can just email us. But in the meantime, I'll put Alanna's information below so you can contact her. Thank you, Alanna, and so much love. Mwah.